Yes.
Baby, this your back. They make me shiver.
Our princess is smiling.
Come and give me fever.
Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh my God.
And no other party. Way bad, oh. Pass your party. And no other party.
Yes, Mrs. Gisele Mwepu. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, can you give us a brief introduction of yourself?
My name is Gisele Mwepu. I'm the CEO and founder of Okapi Finance. The background about the company is that in Okapi Finance, it's a fintech company. Our mission is to bank the unbanked. So I have a passion to try to accelerate financial inclusion in Africa. About my background, I'm originally from DRC. I'm Swedish today, living in Sweden, and I've studied here in Sweden. I have a master in computer science, and then I have also a second degree, a master of science in computer technology. And I got as well a title of honoris doctor from my university.
Wow. At what age did you come to Sweden?
I came when I was 20 years.
20 years?
Yeah.
So you did all your basic schooling in Congo?
Yeah, I did my basic school in Congo, and then I came here 20 when I got married to my husband. And we have been married like in 27 years now.
Wow. How was the feeling leaving Congo and coming into a new environment where they are predominantly white and a new language?
Yeah. So coming to Sweden, I think it was quite a shock because first I didn't, of course I knew some things about Sweden from school, that it's a cold country and all that, but definitely to be here and to experience that was really quite amazing, because it was not just cold, it was also very dark in winter.
Yes.
So I think coming from Africa, where you have the sun all the time, the people are very joyful, and then you come to a country where it's cold, and then the people are like they are not so joyful like African people. So I think for me it was quite difficult. And what was most difficult for me, it's not even the cold. I think what was most difficult for me is the language. Actually, to be in a country where you actually feel like a kid, because you cannot speak the language.
Yes.
Even if you go to the drugstore, you cannot even say what you want. And that time, many people didn't speak English directly, and I think many don't do it today as well, even if they know it, but they prefer speaking Swedish. And I made the decision that, oh my God, I need to learn this language, because I felt like a handicapped person.
Yeah, that is why your story is more inspirational, because you came just like a blank slate. You learned the language, you learned the way of life. I'm sure you tried to get your Swedish driver's license, which is also very difficult, no matter how you look at it. And you rose out of that to become the CEO of a great company. That's very inspirational. How do you feel? I know that this journey is not easy, but it's not every day we see people like you. How does it make you feel?
Yeah, but I can say that I went to a really good school in Africa. I had the ground. God have gifted me as well. I've been like very, very smart all my life and quite intelligent. So for me, coming here, continuing my study was like, it was just a must. And I needed to do some sort, and you know, when you have sometime in Africa with your father, he tell you, oh, you need to be a doctor or something. So my father was like that. He was telling me I was so smart, so he wanted me to become a doctor, but I was so afraid of blood. So then I say, okay, I will be some sort of engineer, and that's when I came like around 98, 99, when I learned the Swedish language. I started looking. I said, okay, I want to be an engineer, but what kind of engineer? And then I look around me. I saw that, okay, IT was raising up. Then I decided to go the IT way, which I did.
How was it in the beginning when you started IT? Was it easy or was it difficult?
Yeah, before talking about the ID, I need just to go back regarding the Swedish language, because it's not so easy as well. But there I was also very fast, because when I came, I got my son Jean-Luc very quickly.
Oh, really?
And I was at home with him, and I was looking at TV and looking at and you know, in Sweden, when you look at TV, they translate as well in English and so on. And I was learning Swedish like that. So when he became like 1 year, we put him at the kindergarten, and I started like learning the Swedish language. But the crazy thing is, like, when I came in the class, the Swedish class, the first day I was like, what am I doing here? Because I felt like, no, this is not my place. It's not my place. Because we had like there was a mixture of people also coming, for example, Arab country. I don't have anything against that, but some of them, they don't even know the alphabet, you know, so they need to learn the alphabet.
It's like a level ground for everybody,
exactly,
no matter your educational qualification.
Exactly. I knew I was faster in school, so I literally asked the teacher. I told her that, no, I cannot stay here. She tell me, but you need to do this step. I say, yeah, I want to do some test or something. And she told me, okay, you can test. There is a group that learned last year that you could do a test with them. And after like 2 weeks, I did that test and I passed it. So I moved directly to another level. And so for me, just to make a long story short, it took me like just maximum, I think it was 5 months to get like the entire
Swedish language.
Yeah, so the next level was like I got the Swedish B, and I was able to search at university. And to get the Swedish B level, I went something called thesis, and that time it was like at Stockholm University and so on. So I learned Swedish 5 months, and I could like do the test and get it and search at university.
Wow.
So
you proceeded to the university, and then a new life starts to study what you decided to go to study, which is tech.
Yes, which is tech.
And how was the journey for you?
Yeah, the journey starting tech, you know, I spent there less than a year learning Swedish. I could not even speak so good Swedish, but I was standing there at the university because I had high grades.
Yes.
So
were they teaching you in Swedish or in English?
In Swedish.
Wow.
Swedish. So, and then it was quite amazing. First, in tech, you don't have a lot of women.
Yes.
So the girl was just few. I don't remember, maybe 3, 4. And then you have as well. I was a black black woman standing there. So I was like alone. I look around at university, I didn't see anyone. So I was there standing and learning. And the good things is, that's why I'm talking about like the ground is very important even
Yes.
to put the kids at school so they get a grant, because I came at that class, maybe people look at me and say, okay, what you do here? And I had a kid, so I was running not just, I didn't just have the study like everyone, I
Yes.
had the family and the kids to take
Yes.
care of. And despite all that, I was among the first all the time. I never failed the exam.
You never?
No.
Wow. Wow, I don't know what to say. So you moved from the Swedish class to the university and then onwards until you got into professional life. And that is another hurdle. What was it like getting to the labor market?
Yeah, the thing is, what was really amazing is like when I started studying the computer science, you know, we were very attractive. You know, companies were coming at university trying to employ us from university. We went just like 1 year. So
Wow.
IT was very attractive. But then in the middle of the degree, you know, the IT, it just collapsed. You know, this is like beginning of 2000 and something. So the IT collapsed. So really, it's required a lot of courage to continue a degree where you see that the world
It's
around
collapsing.
it has collapsed. But
That was a global meltdown.
exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay.
So that's after that what but I'm a long distance runner, so I knew that this will be reversed, because
Yes.
that was like just a short
Temporary.
time and then temporary and
Yeah.
it will reverse. So I continue, but unfortunately after when I finished my master in computer science, and I say, okay, I'll take a degree in computer technology as well, a master of science in computer technology. Still there was no work to be found.
Wow.
And
So you mean you finished your first degree?
yeah, but
you
I
didn't
said
get a
continue because it was like dead outside.
You didn't get a job at all?
Yeah,
So how-
I didn't, but it's no one did. It was crazy. So I continue studying, and then I did the Master of Science in Computer Technology. And when I was done, I just say, oh my God, we need to do something to it. So if you don't have job, you need to create your own job. So I created my first company, an IT company.
Hold on a minute. So you never worked in IT before you created your own company?
No.
Wow. Take us into this journey now. We want to know. From the second degree, you did a second degree in computer
science, yeah.
computer science, and then you went straight to your own company.
Yeah.
What company was that?
Yeah, it was an IT company. So apparently we were doing like different, I started it together with another lady, and we were like doing consultancy and so on. And from this company, I met one guy who had a company in Sweden, and he actually asked me to help them develop their website. It was website, and at the school I didn't even study website. I studied by myself just to be able to sell very quickly.
Yes.
So when I did that, after 1 month he called me. He told me, Gisele, you know, I'm looking for some guys who can do programming and so on because we need some system. I told him, no, you are joking because I'm a programmer. But he told me, but why you never say that? He said, what is your degree? I told him, he said, but God, I can give you one advice. So you girl and women, you must be better of selling yourself. Because if it was a guy, that's the first thing he will tell me, but you never say that. So that's how I started like doing job for that guy. And
what year was that?
I think this was 2008, 2009, something like that.
So you finished from all the way from 2000 to 2008, you didn't work for nobody.
I was working by myself.
Yourself, for your own company. And then at the peak of 2008, 2009, you got this offer. Yeah,
I was already doing some job for him. Immediately when I got that company, like in 2007, we were doing some job. But in 2008, 2009, that's where something really wonderful happened, because I went to my home country.
Okay.
And when I went to my home country, I discovered how difficult it was to actually pay a bill. You understand? So I knew that, oh God, there is an opportunity, there is something I can build here. And I saw the opportunity, and I know with technology we could actually fix that. And when I came back, this guy played actually a huge role, because he was the first person I convinced about this, what I call the background of Okapi. So creating a system where people will be able to pay. So when he asked me, he told me, what do you want exactly to do? I say, I looked even here in Sweden, the people have difficulty to paying their bills. So what I want to do it for Africa, but I want to test it here. So then he tell me, what do you want? I say, you because you have a license and so on, so you can like recruit some merchants, like some shops in like outside town, in places like where you have a lot of foreign people. So instead for them of going to pay the bills at the banks, they could pay at those shops. And then we even named this product, I named it Euro Service. And the idea behind, so when I created the system, he told me, I cannot pay you, Gisele, but if you want, I can help you test it. So literally, I created a little system. So the people, instead of going to pay their bills at the bank, they were going at the shop close to their home to pay.
Wow.
And this was really amazing, because after 1 month, invoice for 30 million Swedish crown were paid through that system.
Wow.
So that's actually the background.
How much did you make out of that 30 million?
Actually, nothing. The guy was really
He was just free.
Because everything belonged to him.
Yes.
But he actually promised me that I will earn some money from the new agent, because he took also the entire idea for me. He tell me, I need Gisele, you are just yourself.
Yes.
It's better I take to a bigger company but you will earn from it. But he didn't give me anything. This was crazy.
He duped you in that way.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God. These are the hazards of the job.
But I think that's good experience as well, because which is wonderful in this entrepreneur life is that you learn at each step.
Yes.
And the thing is that you learn with experience, so you don't do the same mistake. So this was one of my first mistakes. I did many after. But I've learned each time.
Yeah, of course. We learn as we grow.
But one lesson from that was that you need always paper.
Yes.
White paper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then Okapi
came
into the fray.
Yeah.
Tell us when and how you built Okapi Financial Services, or is it Financial Solutions?
Yeah, Okapi Finance.
Okapi Finance.
Yeah.
Good. Tell us how it started.
Yeah, so it actually started with that adventure with
that wrong adventure that led to after losing 30 million. You started again on the same progress.
Yes.
You didn't let that bring you down.
No.
Okay.
But the positive things I took from that is that I knew now that these things can work. If it can work in Sweden, in a country like Sweden, it can work definitely in Africa.
Yes.
But of course, it was a difficult journey. What I did, I took a flight. Actually, from nowhere, I took a flight to Kenya. This is amazing, because I didn't know anyone in Kenya. I've never been there, nothing, because when I Googled, I saw that I started looking at the financial inclusion rate in Africa. You have like 80% of people are financially excluded. And when you have financial exclusion, the people cannot go from the poverty. Because the people, they need access to financial services to be able to emerge from the poverty.
Yes.
They need access to credit, they need access to insurance, you need access to several services to be able to go from poverty. Otherwise, they will stay in the poverty. You can see you have women in the market, they sell, and then the market burn, and next day they have nothing.
Yes.
So then I saw in Kenya they had a system called M-Pesa. So I decided to travel to Kenya. I've never been in Kenya. I'm not from Kenya. I don't know anyone in Kenya. My husband actually told me, you are definitely crazy. So I took the flight. I went to Kenya. I checked in a hotel, and I wrote to 8 banks.
Wow.
And then 2 banks answered me. One, they could meet me after 2 weeks, but I could not because I was there just 1 week.
Yes.
But one bank, they decided to meet me. So when they met me in Kenya, they asked me what I'm selling. When I came, I actually was a little bit afraid because they were like, the entire management is sitting there. And they asked me, what are you selling? I said, I'm not selling anything. Okay, what do you want? I say, okay, I want just to know how this M-Pesa work. What do you think? Oh, then they told me one thing. They say, okay, if you want to do it, you need to do it better because you know with the telco, it's a lot of issue. You don't see the payment and so on. So really, I got those first feedback, and then I visit the biggest ghetto of Africa, I can say. It's called Kibera in Kenya, and there my heart I just say, okay, I felt in love with. The people. I felt in love with these people who didn't have anything, and still they were like fighting for their life, and the majority of them were financially excluded.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I watched a video of you where you visited Kenya.
Yeah.
You went and you were about to leave, but you said you weren't going to leave until you visited the woman who was in charge. I think she was the head of the women's organization.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, Mama Beatrice. Yeah.
Mama Beatrice.
Because literally, I built Okapi with the experience of Kenya. From the first flight I did, came like I went to Kenya 40 times while we were building Okapi.
What?
Because we built Okapi like 5 years. And why I was going so much to Kenya? Because I wanted to build a system, not like a European system. I wanted to build a system that will meet the needs of Africa. And to be able to do it, you must actually know what are the needs of the people. So then I needed to meet these people, really see what they are doing, what are their needs, what are the consequences that they are financially excluded, how the solution could help them, and so on. So I became very close to all these people. Many people in Kenya working at the banks, so they have never been in Kibera. They are afraid of Kibera. But I've been there so many times. And this Mama Beatrice, I actually met her because my solution, the passion I have, it's like the solution has to help poor people. And I came in contact with all these people, and then this Mama Beatrice, she was really special because she actually had a lot of women who could try the solution, pilot the solution, and so on. So really, she is like a mother for me. So
yeah, this Okapi solution now, there is Okapi swap, I think swap me, and there is run us through all the packages.
Yeah, so literally the package, the different services of Okapi, the difference of Okapi with other solutions is that Okapi created an ecosystem that accelerates financial inclusion. Because what I understand also very early, for example, by visiting, by going to Kenya, seeing how the M-Pesa was doing, I understood that you cannot financially include people just with payment and transaction. It's not possible. You need to offer more. You need to offer other services which can help people to stay financially included. So that's why in Okapi, for example, you have different services. You have, for example, from the salary disbursement. Why the salary disbursement? Because majority, in some countries, like in Congo, you have 50 to almost 90% of the company are paying people in cash. So instead of paying people in cash, they can use the solution to pay them. So when they get the money in the wallet, they can use it, they can do the transfer, they can pay at the shop, they can pay at the restaurant. Or also one thing which is important is interoperability. So that's why I always like militate for interoperability. I hate when people are talking about competition because we need to go together in order to address this issue.
Yes.
So for example, from Okapi, you have interoperability with many solutions. You have interoperability with M-Pesa, which is the biggest one. You have interoperability with Orange, with MTN. You have interoperability with Paga in Nigeria. Actually, we integrated to Paga because we will launch the international transaction with them. So someone using Okapi can send money to something else and then use that money or some other solution. You have interoperability with the Visa, so you can send money to a Visa card as well and use it. Yes. And apart from that, you have big module in Okapi. And this big module are the insurance module. Why the insurance module? The insurance module actually help insurance company to be able to distribute their insurance product and digitally, and it cut their costs, so they can do product for poor people everywhere. It's like the most disadvantaged people should be able to take an insurance, so when some crazy event happen, they should be able to get something. So the insurance module is for company, and the user, they can buy their premium, pay for it, they can do different things. And then you have the microfinance module, the credit module, and this helps to digitalize the credit, so the bank can use it, they can create their product and make the distribution of it digitally, or the microfinance and so on. And then you have the cooperative. 7% of the African population is in a cooperative, so this helps our mother to be able to be in this cooperative, saving, lending, and so. And then of course you have the international transaction. We just get the license for like the Europe, where we will launch the transaction from Europe to Africa, and we are starting soon with DRC.
Hold on a minute. With that, you mean we can send money now to Africa?
Yeah, exactly.
Through Okapi?
Yeah, through Okapi. So we are starting
God.
soon. Yeah.
Oh my God! This is big. This is big. Hold on. How many countries are you in right now?
Yeah, so today, actually, if we count, and then I need to mention something.
Okay.
We were, before the COVID and after the COVID.
Okay.
After the COVID, we have restructured the company, because before the COVID, what we were doing, we were actually starting the country from zero, employing people and so on.
Yes.
And fortunately or unfortunately, during this period, I was in touch with an investor who wanted to invest in Okapi, but unfortunately he was not so honest, so he tried to take the company from me. And this actually, I'm happy that this happened, because what has happened is that, okay, I just realized how stupid it was, because to start the computer from zero, the company from zero, it costs a lot of money. So you need actually to employ people to do everything and so on. So after this adventure with this Norwegian investor, who was actually, he was not so honest, he had been doing this to many entrepreneurs, I just realized, my God, I don't need this investor. I can actually restructure the company. So instead of us starting the country by ourselves, what I created now is that we are actually selling the license for local company to launch the product in the countries. And this is actually wonderful, because this local partner, so we help them with everything, the contact with the bank, everything sensitive, we take care, the compliance and so on. The local partner, it can be a businessman or a company. They will commercialize the solution in the country. And this is actually working really good. This year we launched Senegal, we launched Guinea. We are in the way, we just signed for Ethiopia. We are launching Ethiopia. Egypt is coming, Benin is coming, Cote d'Ivoire. So the countries are coming like crazy.
Wow.
This despite of the first country we had. So like Botswana, Kenya, DRC. The only country where we will have this structure we had before is DRC, because it's my home country, of course. Yeah.
Wow. And one thing that piqued my interest again in going through your profile or some of the videos was the situation where the military servicemen were able to use Okapi to buy and purchase products without even having money in their in their account. Can you
Exactly.
run us through?
Yes, exactly. Actually, it's a product really for the military because in many countries, and we can say, for example, in Congo, where we started it, you have the military, they don't have so huge salary. So often they don't make the month. So at the end of the month, they can use the overdraft in the system. So like up to 50% of their earning, they can get it as a
Overdraft.
credit, as an overdraft.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. That's laudable. But I'm so happy.
And we have done for the military, and now we are launching it with the motorbike, the taxi, the motor taxi.
Wow.
Because there as well, because of the fuel issue, so they could actually use the overdraft. They can get an overdraft, so they can buy the fuel, they can get some overdraft, buy the fuel, work, and then cover it at the end of the day, or maybe after 2 days or 3 days.
Yeah. So in all, how many people will you say are now drawn into this Okapi solution?
Yeah, so right now, because of this new structure, it's going quite fast. So we have like 500,000 people.
500,000?
Yeah.
Wow. That's huge.
Yes.
And then...
But the most, what is really amazing is that we have less cost with the new structure, but it's moving much faster.
It's more effective. Yeah, we grow and we learn. So how are you at the point where you can say you can comfortably say you are now making profit?
Yes, we have reached our break even. Before the restructuring, we were not going break even at all. But with the new structure, it's less cost, and so we are definitely break even. And we have started a new service as well, which we are launching in West Africa country, where we are helping business people to be able to purchase for goods in the entire world. You can name it: India, Hong Kong, Vietnam, everywhere. Wow. And these are actually huge volume. I think we are doing in the week maybe between 10 to 20 million dollar volume.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is huge. And then you help them change, you do the transaction and do the rates for them, or how easy or difficult is this?
Yeah, because the crazy thing is, like, in some country you have these business people. They are really good business people, but many of them are not literate. So really they have difficulty with all these bank processes. So we have just seen the opportunity, and then with the COVID, many of them cannot travel, and we have some contact in some partners, so we facilitate them, and they pay for their goods.
Easy does it. That's beautiful. And then the one that's fascinating me now is the license you just got for diasporans to be able to send money back to Africa. I think that is beautiful. Tell us more about this.
Yes, so literally this service is coming quite soon. We will start with few corridors. The first corridor we are launching in DRC, but the other one are coming very fast. Why DRC? Because DRC is quite an untapped market. The only way you can send money, for example, to DRC, you need to use Western Union and maybe MoneyGram and so on. There are not so many alternatives like in other countries. Nigeria is very advanced and so on. Yeah. So you have like 500,000 people from DRC living in Europe. Wow. So that we will capture. So literally it will work. The people from Europe will use the Okapi to send money. They can pay with their account, they can pay with the card, and they can send money to the Okapi wallet. Okay, and when they receive the money in the Okapi wallet, they can choose to go and withdraw at the agent, or they can send to a Visa card and so on. So this we are doing actually in partnership with Visa, because the receiver will get as well a Visa card. So when they get money in the Okapi wallet, they will be able to send to a Visa card.
This is beautiful. So that I can give a Visa card to my parents
Exactly.
So they don't need to go to the bank.
Yeah.
All they need to go to is an ATM machine and pull out money.
Yeah, or use it as a card.
To buy things.
Yeah.
Wow, this is beautiful. I never knew that this could happen, Wow.
And the card will be quite cheaper. So the person sending you buy just a card, $10 first time, and that's fine.
Are you getting any government support? Any government willing to partner with you?
Yeah, the government that want to partner with me mostly is the DRC government.
DRC. That's
Yeah.
where you come from.
Yeah, that's where I come
And that even brings to mind, Okapi is a name of an animal that is only found in your country, Congo.
Exactly.
Is that why you named the company Okapi?
Yeah, I named the company Okapi for the animals, but also especially, there have been a war in DRC which is not finishing, and a lot of women have died, a lot of people, they are talking between 10 to 16 million Congolese people have been killed there. But this war never finished. And this war is actually because of all the resources DRC have.
Yes.
And this was the animal is actually coming from that region. So it's also disappearing now. So I named the company Okapi because of the war, because of the animals. So it was like a mixture. And of course, because it comes from Congo, it's definitely something in my heart.
Yeah. Right now, where is the Okapi headquarters? Is it in Sweden here?
It's in Sweden. The Okapi headquarters is still in Sweden. And we are planning to start another headquarters for Africa, but it's in Sweden. So you have the Swedish company, and then you have the daughter companies in the different countries.
Oh. So give us a time frame when we'll start using some of your products here, because I would like to be one of the first to use.
Yeah, we are actually launching the services quite soon in September. We are launching the DRC corridor, and then we will put the other corridor quite fast. And there is another product we will launch as well for Europe. It's we are closing a deal with a financial institution in London, so we will be able to give like the Okapi account, the Okapi card here too.
Oh my God. I can't tell you how happy I am.
Because
this is beautiful, because this is the first indigenous African company that I know of that is competing in this space, the financial space. Do you think it's going to be an easy fight? No. Knowing fully well there are other competitors in the market.
Yeah, but as also I mentioned earlier, really competitions, I don't see competition because there is so much opportunity. And for example, these card things and this account, maybe I'm not competing maybe with some other company here in Europe, but these companies are not touching the customers I'm planning to touch. Because if you just go, for example, in Belgium, you look among the Congolese, maybe only 2% have a card. Because the bank don't give them the cards. They don't give them the cards. Why? I don't know why. But you have people living in an environment where you need to have a card for everything. And they don't have cards. They have sometimes account, but they don't have card. And there are full of them there in Belgium. So you have the Congolese in Belgium, you have the Senegalese in France. So these people, those other companies, they don't see these people. But me, I see these people because they are my people. I was plaiting my hair in Brussels one time, and the girl was plaiting my hair. She asked me if I have a card. I say, well, yeah, I have a card. She said, okay, I can give you money. You help me buying the ticket, the train ticket. I can give you 10%. I say, why? My God, I can buy for you a train ticket. Then she explained to me, because I didn't know that this problem was there. But then she explained that they don't get cards from normal banks. They don't give them cards. Because of course they request all the things, you must have income and all that. And of course these people sometimes they work, they don't have like maybe very good job. So they are left outside. And this, we are talking about Europe. And I talked to someone in Italy, said the same thing in Italy as well.
Yes, I think I've experienced that also in my field.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see much of the black community in the magazines and newspapers in Europe, But what do? That is why people like you are there to break the barrier and make these changes. We at Afro Community, we want to say thank you for doing us proud, and we are going to stand by you.